Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where this Latino man is actually out to deal with his own. He went ahead to talk about if you see any undocumented Latino or Mexican, there is a particular number he actually, put up for people to call in case they see an undocumented immigrant. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together because a lot of people were reacting to it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive in.
Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme. And I agree, but extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this, but you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile. But there you have it, guys. Once again, there is that number. You know what to do. It's time that these Latinos for Trump learn the hard way. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
I don't believe in hell. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in hell. But that shit, that is how you lose your soul. If you lash out in anger at somebody else's family members that have nothing to do with anything, to get them deported, anything else that could be done to people, or through the enactment of Project 2025 possibly could be done to people. That's like, I feel like I shouldn't have to say that if you do the same shit as them, you are the same shit as them. You are not the books you read. You are not the ideologies you espouse. You are nothing except the collection of the actions in which you engage.
You are fucking amazing. I did not expect this pettiness. This is hilarious. But yeah, I agree with you. Anybody, Latinos for Trumps that you got, call that number ASAP. Fucking report them to immigration. Fuck that. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Fuck that.
So
I need for y'all to go back to that video that I just stitched and watch the whole video because he is getting petty. And I know why you're thinking, why you stitched this, why you commenting on this. I am a black Latino. And I am sincerely tired of these bullshit ass blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump, gays for Trump, whatever you have for Trump. But I'm going to specifically talk to the Latinos, especially DACA for Trump. What the fuck were they thinking? How in the hell are you going to vote against your best interests when you know good and damn well he don't want you here? He don't want you in the fucking US. You basically voted for somebody who is going to deport you no matter what kind of status you have in the US, whether documented or undocumented. Y'all are stupid. He sold you lies and you bought them hook, line, and sinker. But you are going to reap what you sow and you have nobody to blame but for yourselves. And let me just tell you right here, this is the type of petty that I'm living for because y'all fucking deserve it. And you can cry and bitch and complain and get angry about it however you want to, but y'all did this to yourselves. It's going to happen sooner or later. That is definitely what you wanted, and that is definitely what you're going to get. And let me just say that when you voted for that fool, you put a lot of other innocent people at risk. What the fuck were you thinking? I also have smoke for the black people and gay people who voted for Trump, but that's going to be on another video. I just have smoke for the Latinos for Trump. Y'all stupid.
Good sir, I see you make educated decisions and you think things through thoroughly. Good for you. But in all seriousness, when that can of worms you opened unknowingly starts to spill over and you can't put the lid back on it, I'm gonna laugh. You do realize, being a Latino yourself, that family is very important in the Latino culture, right? Latina? I could be saying it wrong, but who gives a fuck, right? The point is, you fucking with people's families. You might want to take that down, because I don't fully want to see you on the news, but I wouldn't mind.
Fact that
Hey there, DACA baby. Have you been keeping up with your taxes? Because you know, as an American citizen, you are bound by certain law. And you do know that all we have to do is fill out a form 3949A and we can report you. Right? And whoever wants to take the whistleblower office route, you can get 15 to 30% of the proceeds collected as a reward. So, Angel, have you kept up with your taxes? Have you kept up with the Bank Secrecy Act? Because remember, you have American citizenship. You are bound by these laws for the rest of your fucking life. For the reward money, it is IRS Form 211. And if you would rather talk to somebody at IRS, the phone number is 800-908-4490.
Whilst I have no problem with this level of pettiness, there are two considerations. One, how would mass deportation be executed? And two, how would they identify all of these people? There's a huge amount of subjectivity in that the police and the National Guard, who will be used to execute this through door-to-door raids and workplace raids, don't actually know who all of these undocumented immigrants are. So there's a huge amount of racism and racial discrimination that would take place in order for them to go through that identification process. This isn't just going to impact Latinos, it's going to impact people who are black. That's where I come in. It's going to impact people who are Asian. It's not just going to be isolated to one demographic of people. So being so quick to say that this should happen because the Latinos voted for Trump, this is going to impact people who didn't and people who are not just Latino.
Good afternoon. Go back and follow this video that I'm stitching. I would also like to add that if you know of an undocumented person from Russia or Europe or Germany or Argentina or Brazil or Africa, the continent, you know what? Let's do a mass deportation of the entire country, of everybody. We're just gonna, and here's why. Let's give the Trumpers, and make sure this is targeted towards the Trumpers, let's give them what they want. Let's collapse this economy, because they wanted higher inflation. That's why they elected Trump. They want higher cost of food. That's why they elected Trump. So here's my theory. If we give the Trumpers everything that they want, there may not be a country left for Trump to become president of. So we need to get on this, folks. Go back, duet this video, stitch this video that I'm stitching currently, and give that immigration number and start calling them, start reporting. Let's get these European undocumented people out of here that overstayed their visas, like Elon Musk overstayed his visa. Trump's wife overstayed their visa. We need to start kicking these white people that overstayed their visa out also. So don't just focus on the Latinos for Trump. Focus on any undocumented group of people that voted for Trump. Mass deport all of them son of bitches out of this country. Have a great day.
Sorry, bro. That's an L take. The first rule of arguing an actual point when you're making an argument, is you focus on the point and you stay on topic. When you attack their character, they have an internalized negative emotional response. And some of you are going to say, well, I don't care how they feel because they make me feel bad. When you are doing the exact same thing as to why we lost this election. We have to pass that and we have to focus on the topic, because the fact of the matter is that if you go on the subreddit, the Gen Z subreddit on Reddit, and you read those comments, the majority of the reason why they move to the right is because they feel like they're being attacked and they're being demonized. I understand it sucks, but the thing is that when you call people uneducated and uninformed and stupid or garbage, they're not going to want to side with you. Because yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That's bullshit. Words make people feel like shit. That's why we use things like pronouns and respect people's pronouns and respect people's gender identity. That's why when they quote that they're being censored, they have a negative reaction. It sucks, and I don't agree with Nazis, but at the same time, you're not going to win the hearts and minds of Nazis by trying to shun them out. You're going to ostracize them, and then people who feel the exact same way are going to flock to them. And that's why the male loneliness epidemic, although self-inflicted, self-imposed, is growing, because they don't understand that. And as a result, the white supremacist, the KKK member who reaches his hand out, opens open arms, that's why they win. And notice, even I'm subject to this. At the beginning of this video, I said that you had an L take. I apologize for that. I don't agree with your opinion, and those were the reasons why I do not agree with your opinion.
That's a bit extreme. Like, look, I mean, I'm not happy he won. But I didn't vote the same way that other family members did. Like, they might have been in support of Harris and they voted against that. I mean, they have no control of that. I mean, so why punish people you have no idea how they went? I mean, look, is there an issue with undocumented? Of course. But I mean, that's intense, man. I mean, wow, dude, that's a level of petty that is so far, like that's just unneeded. I don't know. I just don't think that's the extreme we should go to. I mean, maybe we should be more like how Obama's administration was putting it out there. You know, they go low, we actually go high. Look, I can go low myself, but that's really fucking low, man. I mean, dude. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just, wow.
I don't think it's extreme at all. We are in the year 8. What goes around comes around. And after all, he's the president. And as the president, he should keep his word. And if his word is like he said, he's gonna get rid of all the immigrants. As an American citizen, it should be everyone's job now to help out. We're just making it easier now. We're helping point out who they are. That way they get it done quick. Everyone wants their money, right? Them being out gives everybody else more money. You asked for it. Gonna be delivered.
Now, I'm obviously not a Latino, but screw it, I'm going to talk about this. You do know you're doing our job for us, correct? That most of the Latinos that voted for Donald Trump are legal. They live here legally. So when you're reporting somebody who seems to be illegal, you're doing our job for us, buddy. So let me get this straight. 4B movement is practicing abstinence, getting the tubes tied and stuff like that. Thus, helping the pro-life movement out. You're helping clean up the illegals. And, yeah, you're basically just doing all of Trump's work for him.
Deport me, baby. Let me go spend this money. Come on.
I am, in fact, Petty. I am, in fact, upset about the results of this election. I am about accountability. I did not see this one coming.
So lovely. These are the comments I saw in this section where a lot of people are actually agreeing to this. Why some are still just, oh really, I think it's a good idea or it's not a good idea. Why some people are having mixed reactions. I don't know if he's very, very serious to say this, because coming from a Hispanic person, coming from a Latino person, it just, I don't know if it's satire, but I think that he really made a lot of sense. Like, at the course of the election and the percentage and all of that, the one that actually got me so shocked with the percentage is the fact that Hispanic people are in competition with the percentage with pan-colored people. I expected pan-colored people to have such percentage, but Hispanic people or Latino people having such percentage is just so overwhelming. Like, it's just so wow. Forgetting that they are actually the people that have this problem with documented and undocumented. Sorry to say that. Like, seriously, they are practically the people that a lot of people are even fighting for. I could remember vividly with that of Florida. I could remember vividly with that of truck drivers, go back to your country. I like, oh my goodness. And will I even talk about the island of garbage? And all of a sudden, their percentage is in competition with pan-colored people. So if this guy will come out to say this as a Hispanic or Latino or a Mexican person, I wouldn't blame him. And I love the fact that it is actually coming from their own. They wouldn't say that black people did this person did that. This is exactly what they deserve. This is exactly what they deserve. So he went ahead to say that if you see any form of undocumented Latino, you should call this number. Even if this is a satire, but this is actually what they deserve. Let me just use that word. This is what they deserve, because I don't see the reason why you are given opportunity to choose what you want for yourself. But all because you feel that, okay, will be accept. Like, I don't just get it. I don't get it. Or because you feel that maybe you want to do something, or you want to try to put out something there, you are voting against yourself. You are doing things that that at the end of the day, you are the one that is most likely to be affected a lot. You are most likely to be affected. I saw a stage that I'm going to put it up very soon here, where this lady was crying, talking about how her grandmother, called her, asking her if they should be going around with their papers. Like, this is what you want. I am not disputing the fact that people should not, live in a country legally. But when it's now extreme, this is when you have to like, but no, these people like it, they really like it, that a lot of people are like, seriously. I even saw some stage at 3,000, is it 30,000, immigrant migrating from somewhere, from Mexico and all of that, coming to the US before January, which they are not even aware of what is happening. There have been something that's been passed. There's no more citizenship by birth. Like, there are so many bills that's been passed, and it's so unfortunate that this is actually what people want. Even if people are beginning to complain, are beginning to like, oh my god, but this is exactly what you want. And I wouldn't blame anyone to say something like this. And coming from people or coming from your own, it should be a message. It should be a message. And I trust people that looks like me. They are now standing up business. They are now focused more on themselves, because it's enough. It's all about, it's a win. Like, you have to focus more on yourself, more on anything that is going to benefit you, or anything that concerns your loved ones. Because these other people you're trying to do something for, thinking that you guys are in the same boat, we actually leave you for another boat. So this guy is receiving some kind of backlash from his own, but I see this as something deserving. Because since you don't want, sugar, you don't want ice cream, you just want to stress yourself, I think people should help you to stress yourself. I think this is a very good development, a good idea. At least it's actually good. It's actually good. These undocumented ones, they'll get documented, or they have to go back to wherever they're coming from. I think it's good. There's nothing bad in that. It will actually make people to buckle up and all of that. This is actually what they want. And there's a video I stitched, talking about how before you receive any form of medical attention, be it an emergency or whatsoever, they need to know if you're documented or not. That means even if you're in a collapsing mood, nobody's going to touch you until they confirm that you are documented or not. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you might probably just lose it all before verifying if you're documented or not. That is another thing. They have to check you properly, know where you're coming from, if you're documented, before any emergency whatsoever will be done on you. So it's best that people that is not documented to actually know the way at which they live their life, so that you will not end up living a reckless life and finding yourself in a midst whereby you'll be fighting for yourself and fighting on how you can receive any form of medical attention. And this is exactly where everyone is heading to, and this is exactly what the majority wants. So when I saw this video, I was just laughing, but at the same time I was like, I think it should be a means of a lesson. And the worst part is that he even wrote the number. So what makes you think that a lot of people will not save the number and start calling if they notice that you are undocumented? So if you are documented, I think it's time for you to go for hiding. Like, you need to hide yourself. Like, you need to hide your face. Anyway, lovelies, when I saw this, I decided to put it up here so that in case you know someone, that knows someone, you could just do the Lord's work. We are in the era of doing the Lord's work. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational purposes. If you've not subscribed to this channel, do a girl a huge favor, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here to educate and inform ourselves. All right, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.